We're at the Ithaca Record Fair today. If you can see it. Gonna head in and see what we find. Hopefully be selective. Starts at 10, so of course, what time do you get here? 9 o'clock. And let's check it out.
Every morning, just about this time, I get the feeling I'm lost. Time keeps creeping in and beating at my brain, and I'm getting the feeling I'm lost. Treat me right, baby mine. Treat me right, baby mine. Love me hard at night, but in the morning light, that's gone, and your love is like a knife. In the darkness, you are kind, touch and gentle all the time. That's gone, and your love is like a knife. Treat me right, baby mine. Treat me right, baby mine.
Yo, VC. Went to a record fair today. The Ithaca Record Fair, which happens twice a year. And it actually worked out pretty well. Got there early, scoped it out, and I got a pile of stuff here. A lot. Now, a lot of these are either upgrades or I'll probably sell. I don't know how much will stay in the collection, but it was fun digging. I was there for about 2 or 3 hours. At this record fair, I know a lot of the dealers, so I definitely had some conversations. You know, caught up with people, saw a lot of local people I know. It was a good day. Started at 10, got there early. Got to get there early. And right before I left, my wife pointed out, she's like, "Hey, this where the record fair is, it's in like a sort of a almost like a mini mall, but it's right next to this well-known thrift store that we have here called Reuse Center, and they have all kinds of stuff. It's like a secondhand shop. It's a thrift store, but a little more unique. In any case, they do have music and records sometimes. I found stuff there. I found some good records there for a couple of bucks. My wife's like, "Hey, the thrift store Reuse is having a mega music sale." I was like, "What the hell does that mean?" And then I remembered an old employee of Angry Mom Records worked for this thrift store, and last year he had pulled out the best stuff that he'd been getting as donations and put them all out at one day. Now, typically the prices there are like $1 for everything, but for this stuff, the time they'd done it before, everything was priced accordingly, but considerably cheaper because it's a thrift store. They were pricing stuff to move. So I missed out on that sale. Well, it happened again today. And so when I got to the record show and all the dealers were there, I was poking through, looking at some things, and I quickly realized, a lot of the dealers are congregating at the entrance to the thrift store that opens at 10. And I started to realize, this is going to be a thing. George turns up from Angry Mom Records, owner. I'm like, okay, here we go. So 10 o'clock, after poking on the record fair initially, I get over by the store. 10 o'clock, everybody rushes in, and it's about 5 boxes of primo stuff. Now, nothing I was technically looking for, but I had to grab them at these prices. I helped George pull a pile of records like yay high, and I pulled aside everything I was interested in. I was looking over people's shoulders, getting in. It was like old school, telling people to move. And no, it was all well and good. So I'll show you first the pile I took out from this reuse center from the thrift store, and then I'll show you what I pulled out from the actual record fair. These were great prices, and as a member, all members get 10% off. So everything I bought was then an additional 10%. This was in there, the original UK pressing on Fire Records of Spaceman III for $20, in very nice shape. Now I thought I had a reissue. Turns out I actually have this exact pressing, so this will be sold. If anyone's interested, we can work some out, but this was a great find for sure. You had to grab that. Now there was tons of the obvious stuff. There was some decent jazz. There wasn't anything I saw, at least that I saw, that I was like, oh man, I should grab that. One dude, another dealer, also grabbed a huge pile. It's possible I missed stuff, but I grabbed the 2 Caravan albums, In the Land of Grey and Pink, which I've checked this out before. I don't know that I love, but it was $12, before the 10% discount, and nice, clean original, US original. I'm gonna go through these quick. Of course, I just got these. This is the one I don't think I've heard, but I know was one I'm most interested in. If I could do it all over, I'd do it again all over you, right? This was $15. Another nice, clean London original. This, I had one of the few reissues I have from Yola Tango. This is the original pressing of Fake Book, one of my favorite records of theirs. This was $25. I know it's worth way more than that. Even if it's not, I want the original pressing anyway. So this is on Bar None from 1990. I don't know if there's an insert or not in this, but so I already have a reissue. I'll sell the reissue. Hopefully, maybe an upgrade copy of Arthur. This is an original US press with the insert and everything. On the rainbow labels for $10. Good deal, man. I gotta check the record. The record's not perfect, but it is indeed the two-tone Kinks. So I'll check that against mine. And I know $10 is a good deal there. This was pretty cheap, not in the best shape, but this Bobby Humphrey for $4 on Blue Note. You don't see this one too often. It's a United Artists. $4 on that. This is called Bobby Humphrey Plays Nubian Lady, I guess it is. The sleeve is not great, but for $4. This is also $4. I know Joe just showed this Analog Archive. Wildflowers 1. I don't have the Wildflowers series, so I grabbed that for $4 as well. This is one I've sold before, but I decided to take another chance on it. I know some of you will be happy. Loop, The Gilded Eternity, original US pressing on RCA for $20, minus before the discount, of course. This is a DMM. I guess it's an OJC. No, it's a Blue Note, but DMM of this Wayne Shorter, Adam's Apple. Don't have it. And the last one from the pile was this Universe Zero, which I don't know this record. I know this group. I don't have an Universe Zero, so I decided to grab this for $10. It's on Cuneiform from 1987, so I figured I'd try it for that. So those are the prices on all those, and then I got a 10% discount on that stuff after. So totally really happy to be there in the right place, right time for those. I'm sure I missed some things in that chaos of all the dealers knocking over themselves to get to this stuff, but I don't care. I don't really need any of these records, but nice stuff to have. So then I went into the record fair for the rest of the time and did find some more pretty good stuff. This is what we're listening to. I have the reissue of this, so I was looking for this original pressing for many years. It's on Infidelity. It's Martin Rev, his first solo album from Suicide. I think it's 1983. No, 79. It's not. This is about what it goes for, but I've always just wanted to find this, and I found this from a dealer there. One of the dealers that was in this thrift sale, scooping up all kinds of stuff. But so $30 on that. It's a US pressing from 1980. It's just self-titled already. Yeah. Great record. There's a reissue of this, which I'll be selling. That's what we're listening to. I decided to go for the Sonic Youth 12-inch. These next piles all from one dealer. The Martin Rev was from one person, and these next piles from my dealer buddy Jack. This is Disappearer Sonic Youth from, what is this? It's definitely Geffen 1980. Was it 2? I can't quite tell. But this is a great 12-inch I don't have with the Tracy Lords cover. Now it's got Disappear, the 8-track demo version, That's All I Know, previously unreleased. It's a Neon Boys cover apparently, and the Dirty Boots 8-track version. Oh, Dirty. So this would be from Goo. So decided to get that. I wasn't going to get it, but I decided to. I don't know if this is going to be great, but I decided to get it because I love the whole Shukai stuff from this era. From 1983, Wobble. You have the Edge on this. You have Holger Shukai, of course. Jackie Liebesy on drums on 2 tracks. Who else? Probably some people I'm not recognizing. But yeah, Snake Charmer on Island Records. We'll see if I keep that. This I'll probably certainly be keeping. George Faith, To Be a Lover, 1977 reggae LP. On the Mango label, original press, produced by Lee Perry. You have, well, I won't get into it too much, but it's great session players on that. This was cheap, 25. These were both, he gave me a huge discount, so they were 25 package deal. These ended up being about 20 each in the shrinky. Maybe I'll take it off. This one was the big one. I made a deal on this original pressing of Norma Tanega from my buddy Jack. A while ago I said I was interested in this. He said he had a copy. He was going to give me a great deal on it, and he did. He gave me a considerable deal based on what it goes for. This is an original mono pressing, sealed. We're going to open it. Norma Tanega is an acoustic singer, not acoustic, but sort of in the pop mold, but sort of a unique spirit, unique voice, a really talented singer-songwriter. Her track was Walked In My Cat Named Dog. But this is a cool LP. I have an outtake, or a sort of combination outtakes and sort of compilation of her songs of her few albums. But I wanted this original pressing. It's on the New Voice label. Let's open it up. 1966. What, 57 years old? This thing has not seen the light of day. I'm going to leave it in the shrink for now. Let's do it. Hope it's not warped. Good day here. Good day. Let's see. Wow, there it is. Minty, of course. It looks flat. Looks nice and flat. I have a horror show with a record I'm going to talk about next week. Warped, not sealed. Anyway, mono original on New Voice. Norma Tanega. Yeah, this, you gave me a great deal on this. Ended up being like, what, $70 for this? This goes for well over 100. And so, happy to have that. And like I said, we had talked about, he was holding it for me. I don't know if I mentioned this, but he had said he had a copy of about 2 record fairs ago he was going to hold for me, and he did. Alright. And the last few was from like a guy who had a bunch of stuff for like $5 and under. So all these were 5 or less. This was 5. Barry Miles White Heat on the mainstream label. I don't know this one very well. I don't know if I'll like it. We'll see. This was on SST, something I'm not familiar with, a radio station copy of, who is this band again? Always August. This probably won't be good. There's a bunch of weird stuff on SST, but Always August from 1987. I was interested just by John Kiefer, guitar voice. You have bass congas, trumpet, Don Mela, synthesizer, flugelhorn, violin, sax. You know, it sounded interesting. Whether it will be any good, we'll see. But SST, you know, always interesting. And this one, Private Press, probably a Christian record. I decided to try it for $1. So yeah, that's what I got for the record fair today. Just wanted to get that in there. Quick video. And I got more coming. I'm working on catching up on some of my 2023 records I brought home. Some of the priority records. So look for that coming up this week, hopefully. Let me know what you think of these thrift fair finds, or thrift fair, thrifting and record fair stuff. So, till next time. Addendum. I forgot 2 records that were in the pile over here. From another dealer friend of mine, Mike. He's one of the guys I talk with the most there, and he had 2 good ones. This is one I've talked with some of you folks out there. Emil Richards, Journey to Bliss, beautiful clean copy on Impulse. This is a cool one. Yeah, this is like that sort of Eastern influence, but sort of psychedelic, spacious type record. Haven't played it yet, of course, but this was 40. So he gave me a pretty considerable discount, so it came down to like 30 something for a nice clean copy. I think it tends to be about that. So, and the other one I got from him was Pierre Henry on Limelight, Le Voyage. So an experimental, the composer. I have one other Pierre Henry record, so happy to join that one to it. There's the addendum, and that's actually all the records I brought home from the record fair in Ithaca. See ya.